Good morning, students. So now we are going to see how we can do the performance test on this reciprocating air compressor. So when you go to this reciprocating air compressor, so you can see, so what is the aim of this experiment. So you have to conduct a performance test and you have to determine this volumetric efficiency at various pressures, that is at various positions. So what is the apparatus required? It is a reciprocating air compressor with a manometer setup. So the compressor that is given to you is a two-stage reciprocating air compressor, and the model is TC100. The number of cylinders are 2 low pressure cylinder and 1 high pressure cylinder is there. And the speed is around 750 rpm. Here the maximum discharge is 12.5 kg per centimeter square. So where the stroke length is 85 mm and the displacement is 100 liters per minute. And when you go for the tank capacity, it is 420 liters, and the pressure switch we are using for this reciprocating air compressor is diaphragm type automatic switch, and the motor has 10 HP and the orifice dia is 1.91 centimeter, and the coefficient of discharge CD is 0.61. Okay, so these are the formulas that are required to find this performance of this reciprocating air compressor. So one is the density of air. So rho A, it is given as rho A by R into TA. So that is the density of air, and head of water is HW is H sin theta. Okay, so then it is not a rho A, I think. Density of air, it is PA divided by R into TA. So rho A is equal to PA divided by R into TA in kilogram per meter cube. So this is PA, and here head of water HW is H sin theta, and head of air is HW into rho W by rho A. Okay, so density of water by density water column by density of air column. So then actual discharge QA is CD into A into V into 60, that is meter cube per minute, and theoretical discharge is pi by 4 d square into 2 into L into N, where the discharge at STP condition is QA divided by temperature at STP into STP divided by the temperature at the ambient. Okay, then the volumetric efficiency is QSTP, that is discharge at STP divided by theoretical discharge into 100. Then when you go for this formula, so you have to find all these 7, so thereby you can form a tabulation after finding these readings. So when you go for a skeleton of this tabulation, so you have to use all this. Okay, so where you have to increase the pressure, and the same way you have to decrease the pressure. So for each and every increase and decrease in pressure, so you have to find the manometer reading which is inclined. Okay, so what is the value of this manometer reading? Okay, so you have to find that, and based on that you have to arrive at tabulation. Okay, so then after you have to go for graphs. So to for various performance parameters, so you are going to draw the graph. So like you are going to draw the graph between, so this volumetric efficiency as well as this the delivery pressure. So based on that you have to draw that graph. So for initially, so you have to use these formulas, and then you have to find performance characteristic curve, that is the delivery pressure versus the volumetric efficiency. So now after this formulas and what we are going to do in this experimentation, so we can see through a small video, so how we have to take calculation with the help of this reciprocating air compressor. Okay. Now you are seeing a two-stage specifications of two-stage compressor, and this experiment is related to determine the performance of reciprocating air compressor. And now we are seeing a two-stage specifications of a two-stage air compressor, where the number of cylinders are 3 here, and the number of stages is 2, and the power that is produced is at 10 HP. Then the speed is 1430 rpm, and the maximum pressure in this reciprocating air compressor is 12.5 kg per centimeter square, and the capacity of the tank is 420 liters. And now you are seeing the parts of this reciprocating air compressor, so where you have a on-off switch. This is the on-off switch. and from there it is connected to, from that on-off switch. So we are having 3 cylinders. So this is a low pressure cylinder, and this is also a low pressure cylinder, and 1 high pressure cylinder. So 2 low pressure cylinder and 1 high pressure cylinder, and these 2 low pressure cylinders, so you can see that, so from that these 2 low pressure cylinders are connected to a common manifold. So from that common manifold, so the pressure, the air is sent to the high pressure cylinder, and from that high pressure cylinder the air is compressed, and then it is sent to the cylinder, that is sent to the cylinder. So where you have, there is a tank where through this non-return valve. Okay, so initially, so how we have to measure the readings. So you can see that initially you have to on the engine and on this compressor, and from there, so you are going to measure the pressure. So if you go for switch on this reciprocating air compressor, so what happens, so you have to close the tank. So initially you have to close the tank, so then the pressure inside this tank will increase. Okay, so we have for each and for 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 bar, so we are going to find the change in manometer reading. So this is an inclined manometer. So from this, so you can see an inclined manometer. So this is inclined manometer. So for 2 bar pressure, so what is the manometer rise has to be measured, and for 4 and for 6, 8 and 10. So then, so you have to release the valve so that the pressure starts to decrease. So for the same 10, so you have to measure the manometer reading, and for 8, then 6, then 4 and 2. So you have to do for increase in pressure as well as decrease in pressure. As the same, you have to measure the manometer reading. So with this, what we are going to find? We are going to find the volumetric efficiency of the air compressor. So we know that, so in our thermal engineering we are studying, so the formula for volumetric efficiency, that is 1 plus C minus C into Rp whole power 1 by N. So you should know what is C and what is Rp, that is pressure ratio, and then C is the clearance ratio. So with the help of that, so you have to find the discharge of air, then a discharge of theoretical discharge and actual discharge, and then the discharge at STP conditions. So based on the formula given in the calculation part, so you have to arrive, first you have to measure these readings, and based on that, so you will able to find the volumetric efficiency of this reciprocating air compressor. Okay, so with this we can go to the calculation part, and in the calculation part we can see how we can find the actual discharge, theoretical discharge, and the discharge at standard temperature and pressure conditions, and also from that you can find the volumetric efficiency. So now we have seen this how we have to measure the values which are required for this performance test. So and when you go for this calculation part, so you have to find the density of air. So we know that density of air is rho A is equal to PA divided by R into TA. So the ambient pressure is 1 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square, and the temperature is 287 Kelvin, and the temperature is 298, and the universal gas constant is 287 joule per kilogram Kelvin. So you can find the density of air. And when you go for head of water, since it is an inclined manometer, so which is inclined at 30 degree, so you have to find it for linear distance, and that is the head of the water column, that is HW. So use this formula, that is H sin theta. So then the value of H is known to you, sin 30. So you can find that value. It is around 7.125 meters. Then head of air, so use this formula, that is HW into rho W by rho A. Rho W density of water and density of air, both things are known to us. Already we know the value of HW, so you can find the head of air, which is around 60.898 meter. and the actual discharge is determined by using this formula, that is QA is equal to CD, that is coefficient of discharge into area of orifice into velocity of air, so into 60 meter cube per minute. So you, with the help of this, velocity is determined by the root of 2gh. So you can use that formula and you find that value of this actual discharge. It is around say 0.636 meter cube per minute. And the theoretical discharge is determined by using this pi by formula, that is pi by 4 d square into 2 into L into N. So you know the value of d, that is given, and length, stroke length is also given, and speed of the compressor is also known to us. So with the help of that, find the value of the theoretical discharge. And the discharge at STP conditions are determined using this formula, that is QA into STP, T temperature at STP condition by ambient temperature. So you use this and you can find the value of QSTP, and the volumetric efficiency is determined with the help of this. So that is the volumetric efficiency is determined by, so QSTP by, so this is QT, that is a ratio between discharge at STP condition and theoretical discharge into 100%, because these two are known to you. So discharge at STP is also known, and discharge at theoretical discharge is also known to you. So when you multiply by 100, you will get the value of volumetric efficiency in percentage. So after finding all this, so you arrive this tabulation. So delivery pressure, then manometer reading. So for manometer reading, arrive the average, and the head of the water column is known to us, and the air column has to be found, and then actual discharge and theoretical discharge, then standard discharge, that is at STP conditions, then volumetric efficiency. So each and every thing has to be noted for various delivery pressures. So and arrive and fill this tabulation, and you will get so based on this you have to go for the graphs. So that is volumetric efficiency versus delivery pressure. So you will get a line like this, and then as I told you, so you will get the volumetric efficiency. So based on that you have to give the result that the performance test on reciprocating air compressor is determined, is conducted, and the volumetric efficiency is also determined at various positions where the maximum volumetric efficiency is around 34.63%. Thank you.